What is up, and welcome back to another episode of Blood and Beer, the show where we talk blood sport and we drink beer. I'm your host, Matt, and as always, we've got some MMA to talk, go over a little bit of boxing, beers to drink, the usual. We're recapping UFC 307, what a card it was. Some wild moments. Goodness, I got the burps already. We're going to go over that in just a second, as well as some terrible officiating and even worse judging. And then just a real quick parlay notice. Sportsbooks, $9 billion a year. 80% of that's coming from parlays, 85 on some studies. Don't do fucking parlays. Because when we went straight bets, I picked way too many dogs this week. Dogs were barking, but not enough. I'm down $3.15 on the week, down $15 year to date. So all that profit wiped away in 2 weeks. It's a shame. But yeah, we're sipping on some fucking Michelobs today, and just keeping it simple. Nice Sunday afternoon watching the Browns get their ass beat. Let's get it started, though. Court McGee kicks things off versus Tim Means. Comes out there. Tim Means is supposed to have the striking advantage. Court's the one landing better combinations. He's doing some damage on the feet, peppering him up. And just when Means starts getting comfortable, starts trying to strike with him, Court shoots a takedown, quickly moves to the back, gets the rear naked choke, round one. I was confident as hell. We had 50 on that. We made 150. We're feeling good at that point. We're like, yeah, dogs are fucking barking, baby. Then we had Carla Esparza versus Tesha Pennington, formerly known as Tesha Torres. And Carla's retirement fight. Unanimous decision for Tesha Torres. I thought it was total bullshit. Dogs should have been barking on that one too. The scores were fucked. One person gave it 30-27. I thought Carla clearly won round one, and I thought that you could have definitely given her round three as well. Judges didn't see it that way. First in a long line of shitty judges' decisions. Never go back to Utah. What the fuck was that? But yeah, Carla gets a loss. We lose money on that as well. And then we had Ryan Spann. He went out and made quick work of OSP, rocks him on the feet early, gets him in a standing guillotine, takes it to the ground, and gets him to tap out. I was worried about him pulling the guillotine because that's Ryan Spann's big move. He's a beast with the guillotine, but OSP, he's got that Von Prue choke, and you thought that he was going to be able to maybe pull it off. He wasn't. Ryan Spann gets the first round finish. OSP, as I've said for a few years, is absolutely washed. And then we had Cesar Almeida get a unanimous decision over Ihor Potieria. Eye pokes galore. Worst referee I've ever seen. There was, I think, 3 fouls in the span of 40 seconds of fight time, and they didn't take a point, no hard warning, nothing. Dude didn't know what the hell he's doing. You got Mike Beltran sitting there cage side pretty much yelling at him. I'm sure he gave him a fucking earful as soon as he got out of the octagon. But, yeah, Almeida looked good. He did what he needed to. Didn't get the finish. He was cracking him. He was doing more damage. It was a fight. It was whatever. Tons of eye pokes, though. Tons of fouls. Nothing called. Terrible judging. Or terrible officiating. Good judging for the UFC, or for the unanimous decision. Then we had Alexander Hernandez. He gets a super close decision with Austin Hubbard. Round one, Hernandez gets it. Round two, he starts to gas a little, and by round three, Hubbard's taken away with it. But I think that Hernandez did enough in the first 2 rounds to get those scored for him, so we're not going to say a bullshit decision on that. Just a lot of split decisions on this card. It was fucked. Then Yasmin Lucindo, Marina Rodriguez, another split decision. They got it right. Yasmin Lucindo gets the win. We made some money off that. Marina Rodriguez looked good, but why are so many judges getting these fights wrong? It was definitely a close fight, but you could not have scored that for Marina Rodriguez. It was 2 rounds to 1 clearly for Lucindo. I don't know. This was fucked from the get-go with the judges' scorecards. Dana White said so, and I'm going to get into some even more bullshit as the episode goes on, as we get into some more fights. But the main event of the prelims, the featured prelim of the evening, Joaquin Buckley versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and this was a fight, buddy. Sorry. So yeah, this one was a good fight. Wonderboy goes out there. He's dominating the striking exchanges. And every time he looks like he might start to hurt Buckley, Buckley shoots just a blast double leg, gets the takedown. But no damage gets done. Wonderboy back to his feet pretty quickly each time. 5 takedowns, I think, in the first 2 rounds. Wonderboy's looking good. Round 3 starts off. Joaquin's throwing wild. He knows he's got to get a finish to get the win. Wonderboy's countering him, getting him on the entrance until he doesn't. leaping right hook, or actually it was like a leaping overhand by Buckley. Absolutely flattens Wonderboy. He gets the round 3 comeback TKO. Was not expecting that. He looked good. Listen, Wonderboy's a fucking problem. If you can knock that guy out, you're doing something right. He calls out Kamaru Usman next. That's a great call out for him. Goodness gracious. But yeah, Joaquin Buckley. He looked great. Now we're going to move on to the main card of the evening. We had kickoff with Kayla Harrison versus Ketlin Vieira. And Kayla Harrison, she did what she needed to do. She went out there. Round 1, she gets the takedown. Dominates her. A lot of ground and pound. A lot of damage there towards the end of the round. Round 2, it was close. Vieira might have pulled it off with her striking. She defended the takedowns really well in round 2. But by round 3, Kayla, she had her number. She got the takedown. She's doing damage. Top control, just absolutely dominates round 3. Gets the unanimous decision win. She does what I've been saying all week. She knows the seat's warm. She tells him that on the mic. She says, Juliana, Raquel, have fun holding it while you can because Mama's home. And then the disrespect of Juliana fucking Pena, that piece of shit, terrible fighter. We'll get into that in a second. What a pussy-ass move that she did, though, calling out. Got 2 more fights before I get into it. But goddamn, I hate when people are bitches up there. It'd be like someone... Calling out Amanda Nunes is like someone calling out Anderson Silva or GSP. More GSP, but still, 40 years old, retired. Yeah, I want that fight. I haven't fought anybody other than Raquel Pennington that's currently on the... I'll get into it in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. What a... fuck Juliana Pena. Fuck Raquel Pennington. Fuck them both. They suck. All right, and then we had Kevin Holland versus Roman Dolidze. Holland moving up to 185 again. Dolidze dropping back down from 205 to 185 again. So we got a welterweight against a light heavyweight, but they're both weighing 185. And Holland comes out. He's stinging Dolidze on the feet, really cracking him. But about halfway through the first round, Dolidze gets a takedown. Not doing much with it. Once he starts doing a little, he gets some ground and pound, and Holland creates a scramble. And during that scramble, Holland's rib either pops out of place or breaks. And he keeps fighting until the end of the round, but... In between rounds, his coaches say there's no shot you can continue, buddy. We gotta call it. It is what it is. I called that fight. Dolidze was gonna win with the ground control because he was gonna fight like a bitch. But huge Holland fan. I'd rather see him lose like that than see him get fucking lay and prayed for 15 minutes. So Dolidze gets the win. We won a good bit on that, but shit, what a dull ending to a potentially great fight. Alright. My criticism of this fight's going to make me sound like a hypocrite, but I'm going to justify it. Jose Aldo versus Mario Batista. Crowd pop for Aldo at the beginning was amazing. Dude had a great walkout song. Looks great in the opening rounds. Batista's landing more volume in the round 1. Aldo's shots, I thought, were doing a lot more damage, especially his leg kicks that he was throwing. And then round 2, I thought Aldo did a really good job of pulling away. Thought it was 1-1, but Aldo looked to have the momentum. And then we get to round 3. Batista gets popped a few times on the feet, and then he just shoots takedowns that he doesn't get. And all he does for the entire fucking fight for the rest from round 3 to the end of round 3 is shoot a takedown, knows he's not getting it, holds him up against the cage. Ref separates him for not doing anything. As soon as the separation break, he shoots another fucking takedown to do the same goddamn thing. I'm all for doing what it takes to get a win. When it's your first fucking pay-per-view, you're fighting a legend like Jose fucking Aldo, and you're going to go out there and fight like a bitch like that? Fuck you. I hope they feed you to Song Yadong. You get knocked the fuck out. I was a huge Mario Batista fan coming into this, but to fight like a bitch on pay-per-view like that, to lean against the cage, to not engage, to not fucking fight at all, at least Merab's shooting takedowns, putting himself at risk a little bit. Bilal's striking with the guys, doing what they need to. But for fuck's sake, this isn't for a title. You're fighting a fucking legend. Show some goddamn respect. Give him a shot. Fucking throw down. Don't be a bitch. You never deserve to fight a legend again. Fuck you, Mario Batista. I hate you. I was a huge fan of this kid coming into this fight. I can't stand when people do that to legends. Like, I'd rather see a legend get absolutely starched on the feet, knocked out cold. I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm going to be like, damn, that sucks. But to watch Aldo, who was clearly the better fighter, he just couldn't get off the cage because this dude's just leaning against him, not throwing a fucking strike, not giving him an opportunity to scramble out, and then the dumbass ref doesn't break it up. Like, fuck this dude. Fuck Mario Batista. Fuck that ref. I don't care about the bet. It was a split decision for Mario Batista. Fuck him. What? This is just a profanity-filled episode, but golly. Goodness gracious. Sheesh manish. Fuck Mario Batista. God damn. I don't know how else to say it. Feed him to the top 5. I want him to get knocked out by Song Yadong, or knocked out by Corey Sandhagen, Cheeto Vera, Sean O'Malley. Feed them all of them. 5-fight losing streak. Cut him from the promotion. Send him to PFL so he can go fucking collect breadcrumbs and piss away the rest of his career. Fuck you if you're going to fight like a bitch like that against someone like Aldo. Show him some fucking respect. Alright. That was one rant. I'll cool down for a second because I'm going to get fired up again. Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. Round 1, super close round. I thought Pennington had it edged out, but not a lot of damage, so I could see how the judges scored either way. Rounds 2 and 3, Pena gets a lot of grappling control time. Round 2, she has top control with her takedown, and then round 3, she gets the back, almost gets a submission. We go into round 4. Pennington gets her first knockdown in 19 fights, knocks down Pena, doesn't do much with it, but she wins the round. In round 5, Pena seems a little gassed. Pennington's clearly pulling away. I thought I had it 3-2 Pennington. Every single media reporter also had it 3-2 Pennington. They gave it to Pena, split decision, whatever. It is what it is. Everybody gave it to her. Everybody must have thought round 1 was super close, but gave it to Rocky. I think that might be because we all fucking hate Juliana Pena. She fucking sucks. Just awkward style. She's like Dricus du Plessis with no power, and her wrestling is fucking. They say it's strong. She's good at laying and praying. Not a lot of damage. Whatever. But to get on the mic after Kayla Harrison goes out and beats the number 2 woman in the world, you're talking shit to Kayla Harrison all fight week. You want to rile her up, and then you're like, I don't want Kayla. I want to fight Amanda Nunes. I want to fight this retired lady that's already beat the shit out of me. This is the biggest fight in the division. Woman, you haven't fought one fucking person on the roster other than Raquel Pennington. Amanda Nunes is retired. Before that, who the fuck have you beaten? You're the champ, whatever. Fuck you, Juliana. Call out Kayla Harrison. Let her take that belt from you because you know you got no fucking shot. You're going to get dog walked. Caitlin Vieira would dog walk you too, you bitch. I'm getting fired up because people fought like fucking shit. And for people to fight like shit like that and then to talk the way that Mario Batista's talking, oh, he didn't push me off of him on the fence. Shit, dude. I'm going to go fucking into a street fight and just lay on top of someone and be like, yeah, beat the fuck out of it. Both of them, fucking pussy bitches, just such a weak way to go. This is such a profanity-filled episode. Card just had me fired up because people wanted to go out, biggest stage there is, and fight like a bitch. Talk like a bitch. Just, I know I'm not out there doing it, but if I am, I'm not fucking going up there and defending the bitch tactics. If Batista got up there and was like, hey man, he was dangerous, I was worried he was gonna do me in, and I didn't want to get cut or I didn't want to lose my ranking. I'd still think you're a bitch, but much less of a bitch than being like, yeah, I beat him and, it's his job to get me off of him on the octagon. No, you should have like 10 seconds of that clinch time with no fucking strikes thrown before the ref's like, all right, you're not getting the takedown, you're just chest to chest or you're belly to belly, fuck you. Oh man, I'd love to. If someone goes through and counts all the F words I've dropped, all the F bombs, please let me know. I'm sure we're breaking a record today. Alright, moving on to the main event. I got nothing bad to say about this one. Perriera versus Rountree. Rountree surprised everybody in this one. He goes out there, round 1, he's connecting with big shots at range. Missing a little bit on his biggest ones, but that's okay because you know it's coming, or you think it's coming. Round 2, Perriera starts to turn it on, but Rountree's catching him with the bigger shots still. Pereira's landing a lot more, but Rountree's doing more damage. He's popping the head back. Goodness gracious. He catches a kick, drops Perriera for a second, jumps on him, but doesn't finish the fight. Pereira's not looking too good. But he stuck with the game plan. He'd been firing the calf kicks all fight. By round 3, Rountree's compromised, and Perriera can sense it. He starts popping the jab along with the low kicks. The jabs just mangled his face. Khalil's leg is mangled from the calf kicks. And by round 4, by the time that starts, Perriera's just teeing off on him, throwing whatever he wants, landing everything he needs to, just surgical in there. He goes up. It looked like he was almost holding back. He had Khalil up against the fence, had him in a Muay Thai clinch. Could have easily thrown some knees to the head, but he didn't. Instead, he lets him go. It looked like he was like almost being merciful. He's hitting him a couple times in the head, steps back, shows some more mercy, and then body shots. I mean, the control this guy was showing from round 3 and 4 was just insane. He had to fight. It was just tip of his fingers. Just the world just spinning it like a basketball. This dude is unreal. He's obviously got Magomed Ankalaev next, but he was like a lion chasing his prey in rounds 3 and 4. Most adversity he's faced. Khalil Rountree, he drops him. Other than Izzy. Izzy was a lot. But Khalil, he drops him. He's cracking him with big shots. He looked good early. He gassed. But I don't think it was because of the gas tank. I think it was because of the low kicks, because of the jab that Perriera was landing. He's got a lot of power. Khalil just did a lot better than anyone was expecting. I was expecting a first-round finish with how these guys strike. So the fact that it went to round 4, that was pretty awesome. It was a really great fight. But yeah, he's got Ankalaev next. He needs a break. He's had 4 fights in a year against the top guys. He's been the UFC's best guy this year, the top star. He's saved 3 or 4 pay-per-views now. I mean, he's a beast. I love Alex Perriera, card saver, Poatan, Chama. He had a lot of injuries in this fight. Just he gets the job done. He does it. So that's what we got for UFC 307. We're going to give that a grade of B, a flat B, no plus, no minus. And if it wasn't for Mario Batista and Juliana Pena being big old B bitches, then it'd probably do better. But goddamn, fuck you guys. Fucking troll ass bitches, fuck you. And then, gosh, I need to stop. This will be my last super swear-filled episode, but goodness. Upcoming action we got. Next weekend we got Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Biggest boxing match of the year. It's going to be to unify the 175-pound titles. Then we also in UFC we got Tatsuro Taira. He's taking on Brandon Royval. And then the next week we got Anthony Hernandez versus Michel Pereira and Ngannou versus Ferreira over in the PFL. 308s the following weekend. 1026 we got Topuria versus Holloway. Then after that, we got Moreno versus Albazi on 11-2. 11-16, we got John Jones taking on Stipe Miocic. And this one's for you, Subdued Hale 611. Piotr Jan versus Davison Figueiredo to finish off our 2 months in a row of non-stop MMA action. Piotr Jan versus Davison Figueiredo. And he wanted an early prediction on this. This is what I got for you. I think that Jan stuffs the takedowns that Figueiredo is going to be bringing forward, and he's going to outstrike him on the feet. He's going to have short boxing combos. They're going to be quick. They're going to be crisp, and I think that he's going to outwork him by round 3. He might even get the finish, but I definitely think Jan gets that. That could change as we get closer to the fight. Injury news, things like that. I'm also going to watch more film, see if there's any other paths to victory that I've missed. But yeah, we got 2 months of MMA and some boxing and WWE, everything sprinkled in between. I can't wait. This is going to be fucking awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with my potty mouth. This has been Matt with Blood and Beer. And let me know what you thought of the card, what you thought about Juliana Pena's bullshit call out of Amanda Nunes, or if someone could justify that in the comments for me, I'd love it. Also, what'd you think of Mario Batista, Alex Perriera, all of it? Let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in each week. We're getting so close to 100 viewers. Like I said, we're going to do a little giveaway at not 100 viewers, 100 subs. We're going to do a little giveaway at 100. And yeah, Matt, Blood and Beer, that's all I got for you. That's all I got. Sorry about my potty mouth. Sorry.